أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مدد يا شاه مرضان يا علي. Welcome to this channel once again from the mountain in the yurt. Today we talk about invoking the eternal Muwakilin, right? Because many people maybe think, what is this all about? Oh, I have to recite 100 times, 1,000 times, 100,000 times, 10,000 times. So what is this about? And this is about understanding different things, right? Because the invocation, the dhikr, we do, the recitations of Allah's names and the salawat, whatever formula it is invoking a certain archetype, right? And it is in first level, it's a praise. It's praising the eternal, right? The divine. This is the first level, the first understanding. And then there is a second understanding and second level, which is energetic. So when we recited certain name, let's just go for a name. Yes, Fatah. Why not Fatah, right? From the 99 names. Because I don't know how I'm going to fit that into that video. All this information I want to share here. But Fatah, the opener, the archetype of the opener. The opener, Ya Mufatih al-Abwab, opener of the doors, of the portals. Right? It is creating a certain energy around the reciter. Or, yeah. I mean, reciter or reciteress. Do I have to mention that? I don't know. Whatever. It's like opening the channels on a macro level, on a cosmic level, and then on a microcosmic, on a micro level, right? It's opening the cells, it's opening the blood fluids, it's opening whatever. It can open pipes, right? So that can be a side effect. If someone recites it too much, like it can open a pipe, and then you have some water going on. For that we go into the, we have to prepare the archetype of protection, for example, Hafiz. But basically what I want to say here, so this is the second level, it's an energetic level. But then there is the third level where Allah says, I will create from your recitations an angel, a Muwakil. This is like the present. Like even already from one recitation, there is the, you can find it in the Dalail Khairat, the tradition by the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, there from one, just saying one time, Ya Fatah, or a salawat, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad, already that creates an angel. And I have to repeat this more and more, because this is the underlying, the basic fundament of our work. We make the squares, and we make this, and we try to make the protection, we try to make the cleansing, we try to have the abundance, we try to have the happiness, we try to have the gathering, the good people around. Yes. But all of that is for that step. Basically to continue the ibadah, the worship, which in one level, and there are more levels to that, but we will now focus on that one level, will, from that recitation, because the angels are made from numbers and names and letters, right, and sounds, will be created a Muwakil, right? And that Muwakil, there's so much to say. And the number is like 40,000. Like I say 125,000. But of course 40,000 can also be used. It's like a very little one maybe, yes. But 125,000, it creates this Muwakil. And the Muwakil is connected to the person. Right? And that Muwakil, like for a Fatah, oh, I forgot the point, but we all know, especially our scholars here on the channel, that in the old days they didn't use the points. Anyhow, now we use it. In one point, the Muwakil will be created, 125,000. There are different opinions. Some say 100,000 or 125,000. In other traditions, for example, the Hindu tradition, it's basically the same. They say after 100,000 mantras, there is the like a god entity created, right? So we have the angels, right? And this angelic being, super powerful, all people know Ifrit. And I mean, I made a video on that last year, but I see I have to repeat it because I said it, that many people want this outcome, that outcome. But this is the foundation of the work. At the same time, it's the foundation. At the same time, it's the ultimate also goal, right? Because this Muwakil, we will dive into that. It has many layers to it. First of all, the Fatah Muwakil, for example, for Allah's name, Fatah, the opener, on the person's behalf will go around and create openings or make openings. And these can be, of course, as I said, it's just like, okay, I'm here to make openings. Be it a pipe, be it some blockage in your nervous system. And we know that the blockage can then unfold other things. Be it an opening for a job, be it an opening, whatever, right? It just goes around and it looks the easiest way to make an opening, which is most beneficial for the person. Right? This is Fatah. And of course, with every square, right, there is the Muwakil entity connected to that. Because the person will get this, right? I make like a little bit with the wings, like the thumbnail, right? But this is just a, bear with me. But of course that one is connected to a much bigger one, yeah, to an egregore, right? Whoa, now the mobile was very weird, right? A lot of power. And that one is connected to a bigger one until to the divine presence, right? To the divine reality. It spreads like branches of trees, right? So this is like from the Muwakilin, it's maybe a small one, but at least it's like downloading this one into the more physical reality, or at least into the Malakuti, the galactic, the heavenly reality, which is, yeah, they are, I have another video on that, the different levels of the realms, 7 by 7, up to the Mohammedan presence, the center of the galaxy, the black hole in the center of the galaxy, the Mohammedan reality. Whoa, that was a rhyme. Anyhow, we are not so far up. It's not even reaching my chart here up to that point. But we are down here. And we want something also, of course, our physical body needs something for the life here. So this Muwakil will work on this person's behalf. First. Second, it will make the recitations of Fatah, which is in this case 489, right? On a constant level, so even you sleep, even you walk, even you don't do anything, this Muwakil is still reciting this name for you, right? And then also, of course, after a while, this is a little bit of a question, how long that takes, but after a while that may again make another one, or it grows, whatever, right? The energy. So that's that. And at the same time, the person here will become an amel, which is a vortex of that name, right? Because also this is downloaded to the person all the time, like Fatah, Fatah, Fatah. Right? That doesn't mean that we stop the work, but this is even actually motivating for doing more work, right? At the same time, it can also cause someone to make a little bit of a break. That's also fine. But on the long run, it will be motivating to make more work because, and that's the point here, we want, in this lifetime, we want to gather as many archetypes as possible, because in this one picture on the thumbnail you see, yes, this is the Merkaba and it is wings. So we don't only need openings, we need also the Muwakil, the super angel, which is making the protection for us. Then we need the angel, which is maybe giving us the abundance, like openings for the abundance. There are like 99 archetypes and more, right? But 99, and the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever knows the 99 names will surely enter paradise. So that is the first layer, once again, of the understanding here. You know the 99 names by heart, okay, this will open this way for you. But then, on a deeper level, whoever invoked the 99 names and got Amel or have this Muwakil for this, yes, then it's like getting even nearer to that state, right? So that's the thing. And the point, also a very important point, is that this is like when you look on the ocean and you see the sun rising. And in this reality here, in the physical reality, from this invocation, we might only see 0.1% or less, right? Especially there are like wonders happening, especially when people start and there's like, oh, this happens and whoa, but then it's also about then keeping on. And honestly, what we experience here from this whole work is just 0.1%. Then when the veils are uncovered, right? Ayyuhal muwahidun, one might see the whole reality of that and beyond. And this continues eternally, because this angelic entity is like eternal, right? So it will, on a constant level, upgrade and make the invocations on your behalf. Then we have to see it like, because the Merkaba itself is like a ship, it's a spaceship. So those will come and will make our going into the next world easier, like entering the spaceship. And I like to also compare it to a spaceship, because we are living in 2026, maybe people can understand it better. So you need the engines, you need the cyber walls, the bubble, the electromagnetic protection around the spaceship. You need the commando centra, the pilot thing. You need the cannons, because that's a long journey, right? And many, many more. Like on a proper spaceship, you need like the thing where you have the gardens and they grow the trees, right? All of these archetypes and add-ups are actually within the 99 names. And in old days, they said, okay, when you make this, like the paradise castle is built for you. And then if you make one recitation, one tree is planted on the other side. Yes, that's all true, because the spaceship itself is that also castle, right? Anyhow, we are also entering other times, so other metaphors are also good here, right? So, and then the paradise has also the walls, the castle walls and stuff like that. So encouraging all the people out there to go for the journey through the 99 names, but yeah, of course, don't just do any. Like Fatah is a good name to start, Latif is a good name to start. And also the people in the courses, like the course is actually initiating the whole journey. And salawat, and then understanding the different archetypes, what they do, the muwakilin, what they do. It's a whole, because they are holistic ones, like Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. It's a whole alchemy in there. And it's the main reason we are here. Because in this, building such a Muwakil maybe in other realms or galaxies or states of being might take eternities. Alright? So this is a big blessing that we have in this dense situation we are in. Just one is a good thing. And they say that in the afterlife, the only thing you will basically regret that you didn't make it more. Ya Fatah, Ya Salam, Sallallahu Alaihi Muhammad. The only thing. Because then the gems are unveiled. And then the sun is fully risen. Yeah. So, encouraging you to do that. And one of the things, of course, when you have a talisman, we have also this kind of seed talismans, which plant a seed and then which start to make this journey easier and quicker. Because, for example, the seed talisman for Fatah, it plants the seed and then, of course, it has to hibernate a little bit, and then when it starts to grow, the whole thing is going quicker. Anyhow, that's why I'm saying keep the beats moving. Just as a reminder again, this is the main purpose of this whole thing here, the channel, and the other things are just like, maybe one can say, decoration. But that's the core, right? And you don't need any talismans for that. But out of experience, this might lead to that, right? So yeah, keep the beats moving. I don't want to have it too long. Build your Muwakil, subscribe for the courses, like, subscribe, share, get the talisman, keep the beats moving, and see you in the next video. Salams.